Have you ever found yourself holding back just because you're worried about what others might think? Maybe you didn't speak up in a meeting, didn't share your idea, or even avoided pursuing something you wanted simply because of fear of judgment. What if I told you the only thing standing between you and your true potential is caring too much about what others think? Welcome to the let them theory. This is the idea that will change the way you approach life. Stop trying to control what others think of you. Let them be. Let them have their opinions, their judgments, their criticisms, and instead focus on living the life you actually want. In this chapter, we'll explore why we care so much about approval, why our brains are wired that way, and how understanding this can be the first step toward freedom. By the end, you'll begin to notice the invisible chains of other people's opinions loosening. And trust me, that feeling is liberating. Why we care about approval. 1. Our brains are wired for social acceptance. For thousands of years, survival depended on being part of the group. Feeling judged triggered stress, fear, and anxiety. 2. Modern life exaggerates this. Social media, constant comparisons, endless notifications, all make us hyper-aware of other people's opinions. 3. The cost of caring too much. Anxiety, self-doubt, procrastination, and missed opportunities. Imagine living life where every decision is yours alone. No more overthinking, no more hesitation. This is what letting go of approval can do for you. The first step, awareness. Notice it. Every time you feel hesitation, ask, am I holding back because of fear of judgment? Name it. Label the feeling. This is fear of what they think. Question it. Ask, will this matter in 5 years? Will it matter tomorrow? Awareness is like switching on the light in a dark room. Suddenly, you see the obstacles clearly, and they're easier to step around. Mini exercise for today. Game 1. Think of one thing you avoided because of fear of judgment. 2. Write down what you were afraid others would think. 3. Ask yourself, what would happen if I did it anyway? Start small. The first step is always tiny, but small steps, repeated, create massive change. Why do we care so much about what others think? It's simple. Our brains are wired for connection. Thousands of years ago, belonging to a group meant survival. Being rejected could mean danger. That wiring hasn't disappeared. It's still there, quietly influencing every decision you make. Social media amplifies this. Likes, comments, shares, each one triggers dopamine, making you crave approval even unconsciously. The problem? You start making decisions for others instead of yourself. You dim your ideas, your energy, your ambitions. Understanding this wiring is the key. Once you see it, you realize you've been playing a game designed for survival, not fulfillment. Awareness frees you. You start asking, am I acting for me or for their approval? Here's what happens when you start questioning it. Hesitation turns into action, anxiety fades, and confidence grows. You feel lighter, freer, unstoppable. Mini exercise. Next time you hesitate, pause and ask, am I doing this for me or because I want them to like me? Label the feeling, challenge it, then act for yourself. Small steps like this retrain your brain, rewiring approval seeking into self-validation. Now that you understand why your brain craves approval, it's time to learn the let them mindset, the practical way to stop letting others' opinions control your life. This mindset isn't about arrogance or ignoring advice. It's about choosing freedom over fear. Step 1. Accept that you can't control them. You cannot control what others think, say, or feel. Trying to do so is exhausting. When you accept this, a weight lifts. You realize their judgments are their problem, not yours. Step 2. Focus on what you can control. your thoughts, actions, and reactions. Every choice you make for yourself is an act of liberation. Ask, is this choice aligned with my values, my goals, my happiness? If yes, do it. If no, rethink it. Step 3. Reframe criticism. Criticism is inevitable. Everyone has an opinion. Instead of fearing it, listen objectively. Is there truth that helps you grow? If yes, use it. If not, let it slide. Imagine criticism as a passing cloud. Notice it, then move forward. Step 4. Practice daily detachment. Every day, find small ways to let go. Speak your mind once, even if nervous. Wear something bold, even if it feels judged. Post your idea online without overthinking likes. Each small act builds resilience, training your mind to prioritize freedom over approval. Mini exercise for today. 1. Pick one fear of judgment you have. 2. Take one small action that challenges it. 3. Reflect. How did it feel? What did I learn? Over time, these steps create a mental shift. You start living by your values, not by the imaginary standards of others. This is the core of the let them theory. Liberation begins when you stop bending for others' expectations. Fear of judgment is one of the most powerful chains holding us back. It stops you from speaking, acting, or even dreaming. But here's the truth. Judgment is not about you, it's about them. People project their fears, insecurities, and biases onto others. Understanding this is the first step to breaking free. Step 1. Name your fear. Every time you hesitate, identify the exact fear. Is it rejection, ridicule, disappointment? Naming it makes it tangible, less overwhelming. Step 2. Visualize the worst case. Imagine the absolute worst that could happen if you acted anyway. Usually it's far less scary than your mind imagines. By seeing it clearly, you realize it's survivable, even trivial. Step 3. Take small, brave actions. Speak up in one meeting. Share one bold idea with a friend. Post your work online without overthinking reactions. Small acts of courage build confidence, rewiring your brain to trust yourself over external approval. Step 4. Anchor to your values. Ask, does this action align with my goals, my purpose, my values? When yes, judgment becomes irrelevant. Your internal compass overpowers external noise. Mini exercise. 1. Identify one fear of judgment that stops you daily. 2. Take one small action today, despite it. 3. Reflect. How did I feel before, during, and after? Real growth happens when you step into discomfort. The more you practice, the smaller fear becomes, and the freer your life becomes. Practical tools, daily exercises. Understanding the mindset is powerful, but real change happens through action. In this chapter, we'll focus on practical tools and daily exercises that train your mind to let go of others' opinions and embrace your own path. Tool 1, the daily check-in. Every morning, ask yourself, what decision or action today am I avoiding because of fear of judgment? How can I act in alignment with my goals instead? This simple habit primes your mind to notice approval-seeking patterns and consciously override them. Tool 2, the Let Them Journal. At the end of the day, write down, 1. One instance where you acted freely, without caring about judgment. 2. How it felt, what you learned, and the outcome. Journaling creates awareness, tracks progress, and reinforces the mindset. Tool 3, micro-actions of courage. Small, consistent actions train your brain. Share one idea in a meeting. Speak up on social media without editing endlessly. Compliment someone sincerely without expecting approval. Each micro-action strengthens self-trust, making bigger steps easier. Tool 4, reframing criticism. When you face criticism, and ask, is this helpful or irrelevant? Take the useful part, discard the rest. Respond from confidence, not fear. Reframing criticism turns a potential threat into a tool for growth. Tool 5, Affirmations Anchors. Daily affirmations like, I am enough. I act for myself, not for others. Their opinion does not define me. Use anchors, small gestures or notes, reminding yourself to return to this mindset throughout the day. Mini exercise for today. 1. Pick one tool above and apply it right now. 2. Observe your thoughts and feelings before, during, and after. 3. Note the difference in confidence and clarity. Practice consistently. Over weeks, these tools rewire your brain, replacing approval seeking with self-trust. Every small step compounds into lasting freedom. Long-term mindset shift. Understanding the mindset and practicing tools daily is powerful, but lasting change requires consistency and reinforcement. This chapter focuses on how to make the let them theory a permanent part of your life. Step 1. Build a habit loop. Link your daily exercises to existing routines. Morning coffee, daily check-in. Evening commute, micro-actions, reflections. Bedtime journaling. Habits reduce decision fatigue and make the mindset automatic. Step 2. Surround yourself with reinforcement. Your environment matters. Connect with people who support growth, not judgment. Reduce exposure to excessive criticism or negative social media. The right environment strengthens your new way of thinking. Step 3. Celebrate small wins. Every act of courage, every moment you prioritize yourself, celebrate it. Rewarding progress reinforces behavior and creates positive associations in your brain. Step 4. Reflect weekly. Set aside time weekly to review. How often did you act freely? Where did fear creep in? What can you adjust for the coming week? Reflection turns experiences into insights, making growth faster and more intentional. Step 5. Keep learning and adapting. The journey isn't linear. You'll face setbacks. The key is to learn, adapt, and persist. Each challenge is a chance to deepen your mastery of freedom from judgment. Mini exercise for today. 1. Identify one recurring situation where fear of judgment still affects you. Say 2. Apply the habit loop or micro-action technique to it this week. 3. Reflect on progress at the end of the week. Long-term change happens when mindset, environment, and actions align consistently. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes to live free of others' opinions. Theory without examples can feel abstract. Stories bring ideas to life and show how ordinary people achieve extraordinary freedom by letting go of judgment. Here are 3 stories to inspire you. Story 1. The Bold Entrepreneur. A young woman had a business idea but feared ridicule from friends and family. She hesitated for months, listening to everyone's doubts. One day she applied the let them theory. She started small, tested her idea, ignored judgment, and kept iterating. Within a year, her side project turned into a successful startup. Lesson: action beats approval, courage compounds. Story 2. The Creative Writer. A man dreamed of writing a book but feared criticism from peers. Using daily micro-actions, he wrote 500 words every day and shared them with a small trusted circle, not the world. Over time, his confidence grew. He published his first book, and eventually it became a bestseller. Lesson: small, consistent steps create massive change. You don't need everyone's approval to succeed. Story 3. The Speaker Who Found Her Voice. A woman avoided public speaking because she worried about the audience judgment. She began by speaking in front of a mirror, then in front of a friend, gradually expanding her comfort zone. Today, she is a professional speaker inspiring thousands. Lesson: fear of judgment is overcome step by step, action by action. Freedom is earned in increments. Mini exercise. 1. Pick one story that resonates most. 2. Identify one element you can apply in your life today. 3. Act on it immediately, even in a small way. These stories prove the principle letting go of judgment transforms lives. The only difference between action and stagnation is the choice to prioritize yourself over others' opinions. We've explored the power of letting go, the psychology behind approval, practical tools, and inspiring stories. Now it's time to tie it all together and create your personal action plan. Step 1. Commit to awareness. Every day, notice when fear of judgment appears. Ask, am I acting for myself or for others? Label the feeling, then decide consciously to act for you. Step 2. Daily tools. Morning check-in. Identify one action you might avoid. Micro actions. Take small steps despite fear. Journaling. Record progress, reflect, and reinforce your mindset. Affirmations: I act for myself. Their opinion does not define me. Step 3. Weekly reflection. Review your week. Successes, challenges, and lessons. Adjust strategies to keep improving. Celebrate every win, no matter how small. Step 4. Long-term reinforcement. Anchor habits to daily routines. Surround yourself with support. Reduce exposure to negativity. Persist, adapt, and embrace setbacks as learning opportunities. Step 5. Action challenge. Next 7 days. 1. Identify one fear you'll face head-on each day. 2. Apply a micro-action or journaling exercise. 3. Reflect nightly on progress and insights. 4. Repeat consistently and notice the transformation. Remember, freedom isn't a single moment, it's a daily choice. Each decision to prioritize yourself, to act despite fear, and to ignore judgment strengthens your inner power. Start today. Take one step, no matter how small. Let others have their opinions. Let them judge, doubt, or critique. And you choose freedom, growth, and action. This is the Let Them theory in action. Your blueprint for living life on your own terms, unapologetically, confidently, and fully free.